This Lumen, the first device for hacking your metabolism. With just one breath.
Okay. Am I host yet? Am I host yet? Am I the hostess with the mostest yet? There we go. Okay, let me share my screen.
Oh.
What's up? Let's go. Let's go. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all can hear?
Yep.
Got it. Yes.
Bob Proctor is one of the guys. Anybody you're familiar with the book, The Secret? He's one of the master teachers, and I had an opportunity for him to be my mentor, and it was funny. I'll never forget. We were talking, and he said to me, "Son, how much do you charge?" It's about a year ago. Less than $10,000. I was excited. I come from poverty, Glenn. I come from a working class. I made $10,000. I can do 20 gigs a month. My mother never made $10,000 at one time. I'm excited. He said $10,000. I said, yeah. He said, what else do you do? I said, well, I've got the book, The Secret to Success. So you sell a book? Huh? I was asking to be mentored, not insulted. He said, your little book, you still selling books? I said, still? I'm sorry, I'm from Detroit, high school dropout. Nobody on my block is an author. Nobody in my family is an author. When you say steal, help me out. What do you mean? By steal, we made over $1 million the first year. What do you mean steal? He says, Eric, nobody really makes good money off of books, but chicken soup for the soul. He said, you give this away and you turn it into an ascension program. I said, a who? He said, an ascension program. He said, listen to me, the little TGIM thing you do, that's what people really want. There's a group out there, they want to learn how you did it from college. University online. It's one of the best in the world. He said, do me a favor, let's start at least at 20. I saw him 6 months later. He said, Eric, how's the 20 thing coming? I said, it's going great, sir. He said, what do you mean it's going great? I told him 20 and everybody's doing it. He said, then that's a problem. Lions are wired differently. I said, what do you mean it's a problem? You told me to say 20. I said 20, not to give me 20. Like it's a trick. He said, no, yes, it's a problem. Say a number, they're going to say no to. Tell them 100 and see where it falls. I bet you won't be anywhere close to 20. He said, your problem is you think like a kid who came from poverty. You think like a kid whose mama had him at 17 years old. That's how you think. You're not wired to be who you be. What you need to think is not how you see the world, but what you need to see is how the world sees you. And the world doesn't see you as a 10,000 kid. The world sees you as much bigger. And when you can see yourself as the world sees you and not how you see yourself, that's when you're going to go to another level. Let me tell you something. You got it. You walk out of here, the way you see yourself is the problem. It's always a result of a commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focused effort. You're not going to be the best. You're not going to catch the best if you're not intentional and deliberate. And there are those of you in your space, and whatever you're trying to do, you don't even represent the best in your space, and you're still not giving 120. You're trying to catch the guy. You're trying to catch the female. That's the best. And you're waking up and giving me 70%. You're giving me 80%. But yet you have these dreams that you're going to be the best. How? You're still watching TV. Somebody said, Eric, have you not seen in America? Have you not seen Scandal? You must watch Scandal. It's the best sitcom. Have you not seen Scandal? I said, it's a scandal. I'm not watching it. It's a scandal. I'm not watching it. I'm up at 10 o'clock at night. I'm in bed. I gotta wake up and make my scandal become a reality. This is a scandal. I can't watch this. So I go home and say, Scandal was great. I did Scandal on my time on my way to Australia. I didn't do Scandal when I'm trying to catch Jim Rohn. I didn't do Scandal where I'm trying to learn from John Maxwell or from my friend Les Brown. I'm not watching Scandal. So you got to do me a huge favor, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. When you leave today, I want you to look at some things that you're doing the 30% now, or the 20%, or the 10%. Now I'm gonna need you to let it go. Just, bro, I've seen a lot, and I just was like, yo, I don't want that no more. And so what are the things that stop men from being successful? And I saw it. Females was one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, it just seemed like, and still, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. I just like, yo, it just seemed like, bros, my father had multiple kids by multiple women. You know, I got a sister I found out, you know, when I was older that I had that's only a few months younger than me. You know what I'm saying? She might be 9 months. Like, I was just like, yo, bro, I'm not disrespecting my family. Everybody got to go through their whatever. But I was like, yo, I don't want that life no more. Like, I don't want to lose. So I started looking at power, egos. A lot of dudes fail because of their ego. You know, they can't be the two-man. They can't serve nobody else, you know, and then money. You know what I'm saying? I just saw just people would just get money. Like, I grew up in Motown. So these young dudes would come great musicians and end up smoking crack or cocaine and just losing their mind. You look at Marvin Gaye, you know, Al Green, you know, the life that he had, Sam Cooke.
Hey guys, it's Alicia, and I'm just checking my email before I take off for my next flight. And I just
like some of the most talented people, Michael Jackson even, Whitney Houston. And I just started realizing like, yo, if you don't deal with your demons, they ain't going nowhere. They not gonna stay in the closet. Right. And so I was like, yo, E, you gotta discipline yourself. I started looking at Mother Teresa, Gandhi, and I was like, yo, bro, Gandhi would go fast from sex, and he was married. He would fast from talking. You know, I just started watching these great people. It was like, yo, these people fasting. Not about fasting, like that's not the piece, but they were very disciplined people. And they would not allow their exterior world to dominate or destroy their internal world. I just like, yo, I want to get to a place where I can control me. My family members have grown. I lost an uncle, cirrhosis of the liver, brilliant man, but just drinking. And I was like, yo, I do not want to. My father was a substance abuser for years. I was like, yo, I don't want a life where something else is controlling me. You know, like for real, when I left home and said, I don't want to be controlled no more, like I meant that. Like, I don't want nothing to control me but me. And so I got to put myself under extreme discipline to make sure I'm free. So when people see me, you get up at 3, you don't drink, you don't smoke. I'm not doing that because I think I'm better than nobody else, or I think you're going to go to hell because you had a drink. I want to control, I want freedom. And for me, disciplining myself means more freedom. And the less you discipline yourself, people who, I told my son the other day, I was like, yo, son, I do not want you to have fun. I just seen a history of people who just have fun. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, New Year. They're the people who
Thursday night, Friday night.
Oh, man, every night. Yeah. They're the people who end up in their 20s having a great deal of fun, but in their 40s and 50s, they working for somebody, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with cleaning toilets, but they doing something they don't want to do for the rest of their life, and they can't retire because they played so much. You know, so for me, I just look at Venus and Serena, Michael Jackson, when he used to like 5 and 6 just dancing all night. I just think the more a man disciplines himself, the greater, it don't mean it's going to happen, but the greater the probability that he has this sense of freedom. And I will say this. The one thing I enjoy is that now where I am, this don't mean that when you're 20, you're 30, you're 40. I never knew I would be who I am. But I'm grateful that I disciplined myself the way I did, because some of the issues I could have as one of the top motivational speakers in the world, I don't have those issues. And let me tell you something. I'm around more temptation now than I have ever been in my life. And we're not just talking about women. We're talking about opportunities, we talk about power, we talking about, bro, I got a call, and I won't say names because I know you know how you are, but I got a call this week from 2 or 3 people that top in their industries. And it's just like, yo, the people I coach and the people so I'm grateful that I'm disciplined, because I could see if I wasn't disciplined with the exposure that I had around the world, I could get myself in a lot of trouble right now if I wasn't.
Is it something, let me ask you this. So is it something now that is just routine, the discipline, or do you still have to have it in your conscious mind? I'm
still a man every day. I got to wake up in the morning. I am not past still being a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to make that clear. You feel me? Like, I'm not robot where I get up every day, and now I've gotten to a point where women are not attracted to me.
with certain personalities. I'm not there, bro. I'm not there where I see chicken and don't want to eat fried chicken.
Okay.
I'm not there. I still like the way chicken tastes.
Yeah.
I don't have a vegan heart.
Right,
You feel
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
I don't have a vegan mindset.
Yeah.
I just know that my wife got MS and I want to help her out.
Yeah.
But I don't see chicken and go, that's disgusting.
Right.
They're killing them. Some chicken was murdered. We should not kill chicken.
Yeah.
I'm not on that. I'm on, my wife should be eating fried food and she don't eat rotisserie chicken, you know. So no, I have to get up every day and it's a battle every single day to do right. So if you see ET cuss somebody out on the street level, you know that I'm human and I had a bad day. But I figure if I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and get through this routine, the probability of me not going off is greater. But it don't mean I'm not gonna have a bad day. It just means if I follow my routine.
Okay. Woo! Let me fix something because I don't want to go into the next video. Going to the next video. That was good. Thank you for that one, Nate, for so many reasons. Especially on that discipline.
There are a few things that
Did
we
y'all
do at
hear
night that will challenge.
how he was talking about he studied Gandhi and Mother Teresa so that he could get the discipline. Man, that just made me do this. Ooh, let me. And the whole fasting, because Lord knows I could be a little bit more disciplined with my fasting. But just everything. And the fact that when he said, I told Bob Proctor, I do 10,000 for an engagement. And then Bob Proctor was like, and he said, oh, and I sell book, and I sold a book. And he was like, oh, you sold a book. Oh,
sorry.
He said the only people that make money from selling books is chicken soup for the soul.
What? Like, bruh, you need to switch it up. But I like how he showed him how take what you're already doing and build around it. And so it made me think we have this amazing platform. We could build so much around this platform. And I'm guilty. I need to get my grind and my shine back because I have a purpose, but it just made me think about it. I got to take my daughter to school, but I wanted to share something.
I got rice and gravy in the fridge.
Girl. So if you know my daughter, you already see that's why Nate and Keisha over there laughing because they already know the struggle over here. So I want you guys to write this down and hold me accountable. I don't know when this is going to happen. It might happen 5 years from now. It could happen next year. It could happen 6 months. It's just how quickly are you going to do it? So I have this goal. And my goal is to fill an arena with women, and they could bring their significant other if they want to tag along and be nosy. But I have this vision of having a 2-day retreat. I can't name it, but it's a women empowerment of just strong women who come out and for 2 days build and support each other and have a vision board, just this whole thing. So when I think about the venue, my venue is the Chase Center in San Francisco. And I want it packed out. So y'all write that down and hold me accountable, because Penelope gonna be on the stage with some other dynamic women. And let me just say, Lisa Nichols is one of the women I have on my presenters list. Marina Worry is one of the women that I have on my presenters list. I don't know if, her name just eluded me. There's another woman. She is one of the high-ranking African-Americans in Mary Kay. And her story is amazing. I got to meet her. She was dyslexic, did not do well in school, and struggled in life. And not only is she right now one of the top African-American women motivational speakers, Gloria Mayfield Banks. So not only is she powerful, she graduated from Harvard University. And when I heard her story, and the fact that she graduated from Harvard when everybody told her she would barely survive graduating from high school, that just, it did something to me. And it made me always remember, you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to, but you got to put your mind to it. You gotta be, as Xavier Morero used to say, you gotta be relentless. When people are laughing and saying, no, you can't, you gotta be relentless. So when people are like, you still doing that credit thing? Yes, I am. You still got a low credit score? We even. You still stuck, I'm still helping. So where we at? Where we at with that? It's almost like you gotta kind of almost have a little arrogance in it. You got this, what I do, and you're not going to downplay me unless your downplay is going to show me how to really do what I need to do to help people like you. I'm listening. Okay. I'm listening. So that's it. Confidence is everything. Posture, we hear about it. So there it is. Put it down. Penelope going to have this huge thing at Chase. So when you see it broadcast everywhere and whatever, go on and get your ticket and come in, because I promise you, when you come, it's going to be a blessing. Going to be a blessing. A blessing, a blessing, a blessing. It's going to be hot, y'all. I already see it.
I'm ready. Appreciate you. And
All
I
right,
wanted to touch on what you were talking about with as far as going back to the video with Bob Proctor. I think that was him seeing more Eric Thomas didn't see. That's what he was saying. Like, he saw more in him than Eric saw for himself. So he's like, $10,000. Like, nah, you can do better than that. You don't have to do this. So that's why you need coaches, accountability partners, mentors, whatever it is. That's why Tony Robbins does a mentorship program. So many, coaches to keep you accountable, because if not, you think, hey, what I'm doing is just enough. Is it really? Have you reached your goals? What is your goal? How do you work backwards from that? Okay, well, then you need to start doing this, X, Y, Z. You need to start doing that, whatever it is. So that's what he was trying to show him by meeting with Bob Proctor. So he's thinking, I'm here to be mentored, not to be talked down to, but he wasn't. He was trying to show him that he could do more. He saw more in him. And obviously he was able to show him, hey, I can do this. And he just kept pushing him along the way. So the discipline you have to keep, and just keeping yourself accountable. That's what I loved about the video. Anybody else on the video?
Just being disciplined and really, I just got a blank mind right now. Just really being disciplined with yourself and really going after your goals. And it just refers back to what I heard yesterday from the Alliance, and the mindset that you got to have to really know what you want and your goals. And what you really know. And with the mentorship, you got to find that person that's going to really keep you accountable and really hold you to what you said. Like, he had us send out the text yesterday about the 5 meetings that we're going to set for the week. And he had us text that to our mentor while we was on the phone, and he was asking, did we text that? So it was like just really being holding yourself accountable and really going after your dreams and what you really want. And like looking back to your goal, like he said, when you get ready to start a PBR 5 minutes or so before, look at your goals, look what your why. Why is it that this is what you wanted to do? So yeah, just really holding yourself, that discipline, and really going after what you want and keeping your mindset. So yeah, that's what I got.
That was great, Tasha. Man, this video was awesome. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, not good morning. Y'all, every time I say good morning, I need y'all to check me. Happy AM, grand rising. We're not morning. But this video was great. change the way you see yourself, right? So we talk about this discipline, we talk about motivation, we talk about inspiration and all of that. But if you truly don't even believe that you deserve, the things that you desire, or that, you know what I mean? It really starts, and I said this a couple calls ago, a lot of what we do as entrepreneurs in this business, or as an entrepreneurs period, but in this business as well, it's 90% mindset and 10% skill set. So a lot of us get hung up on, not being able to, not having the strong skills, right? But if you don't even have the mindset, you know what I'm saying? If you can't even see yourself as, an elite, or you can't even see yourself as a crown and senior vice president, whatever your goal is, if you can't even envision that in your mind, then how can you develop skills to go in that direction if you don't even have that vision yourself? You know what I mean? And so I'm not saying we don't have vision, of course, right? But what Eric Thomas was saying, kind of like Keisha stated, what we see about ourselves might not be our fullest potential, right? I mean, because that's just straight up. As adults, we kind of harbor on the negative, and we focus on the things that we're not, right? So when we think about these large goals, that's what comes in our mind, everything that we're not. And so you have to connect with those individuals that can see everything that you truly are to push you past, right? He said 10 grand a month. I come from Detroit. I grew up in Motown. I know people that's not making that in a year, and I made it in a month. And he's like, oh no, man, bro, that's lightweight. That's lightweight. You can do better than that. It's lightweight. You know what I mean? He said, if you don't deal, another point that he said, if you don't deal with your demons, they're not going anywhere, right? So you have to really, personally develop. And he talked about fasting. That's a way that you really deal with your demons. You got to just cut it off, and that's called sacrifice, right? You have to. How I look at sacrifice is it's giving up something that's good, because obviously if you do it often, if it's something that's good to you, whatever it is that's distracting you, whatever it is, it's something that's good to you, you're giving up something good for something even better. Some of y'all ain't even gonna get that. I mean, y'all gonna be like, what? You're giving up something good for something even better. Miss Woodbine, I see you raise your hand.
And I'm running outside, but I want to say, let me give an example, and Nate gonna be like, why you talking about me? Okay, so let me tell you, I feel like at one point, Nate's been in this business for a little while now. At one point, I saw in him more than he saw in himself. Okay, there were times I'm trying to look every day. I'm like, I'm so proud of Nate. You see him up here leading this, taking this as his baby, creating meetings. There was a time where hello, Nate? Hello? I know he was just, you feeling down, you feeling this. I'm like, Nate, people look up to you. They love when you speak, you command the room. He didn't believe that so much that I had to get on the airplane. I got on the airplane and went to St. Louis because I'm going to knock on your door and I need to see your face. And come on, we're going to get in the car and we're about to do this. Because I saw in him more than he saw in himself. So, I just want to say, you got to have those people that really care about you, that want you to do well, and that can keep you accountable, because those are the people that's really going to push you, right, to get you there. No matter what, I'm not giving up on Nate. Look, people have been like, Keisha, just let him be. If he don't want to do this, let him be. And I just be like, no. Keisha, you cannot make people do more than they want to do for themselves. I'm like, but no, I know Nate. And I just could not give up on him. And I'm so glad that I didn't. So take it away, Nate.
I'm glad that you didn't either, Keisha. Oh my God.
So crazy.
I'm glad you didn't either, Keisha.
Yes, I'll never forget. I will never forget, y'all, for real. Like, and let me just love on my mentor right quick. I will never forget that. Like, no matter what, like at that point, I wasn't doing nothing. So I wasn't like, I wasn't driving customers, no agents, I wasn't doing a thing. I wasn't making Keisha a dime, okay? And she spent many dimes to come out and see about me. Penelope came, other people came as well. I mean, it was just like a overpour of love. And that's why I'm like, this is the real deal. Like, this is nothing like, you know, anything I've ever experienced, you know. And when people talk about MLM and network marketing, and it just has such a negative thing, but this is the real deal. And it is, you know, it is stuff out there that ain't, you know, quite as kosher, right? But this is the real deal. I love Keisha to death, straight up. That was for real. I didn't even see it. And so sometimes I'm surprised at myself. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, Nate, you know, you just got to walk in it, right? I mean, don't be afraid. I was the type to, and that's what it was. I saw it, and so it scared me. And so that's why I was just like, whoa. But no, just walk in it, y'all. And that's what we're all here for too, you know, to build each other up and to walk in our greatness, right? I see Mia put something in the chat. Grand rises, Mia, it's good to see you on the call this morning. She said you got to be cocky about yourself. Can't be afraid of your own potential, straight up. But I did want to hop in real quick. That was a great video. Shay, you had something to add real quick before we?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say, well, yeah, you do have a great voice, one, but I wanted to say that, you know, you mentioned we got to let go of something good for something to be better. My example was that we're so used to, you know, the opposite. You got to let something that's bad go, right? We know how to do that. We know what bad look like, right? I know, because I experienced that about 10 minutes ago. It's not good for us. We got to let it go. But as far as what's good could be something that's keeping us comfortable. And we have to get out of that. We're so used to it. It's good. We're so used to it. We're comfortable with it, but we have to let it go so we can get what you said is better. So that's all I wanted to say.
I love it. I love it, Shay. For real. And it's not, I mean, that sounds, you know, easy coming out your mouth, but understand that it's going to be, you know, it's going to be an adjustment. Change, you know, doesn't always feel good, right? But that's where that mindset come into play, and you see that vision, you see yourself there, and so that's what ignites that discipline within you to push past those stopping points and to really, you know, mutilate the flesh to get to, you know, where we need to be, for real. So with that being said, I mean, I did want to discuss this the last week of the volume month, so I did want to discuss you know, core rank, right? The foundation of this business is what? I want somebody to unmute, put in a chat, say something. Tell me, what is the foundation of this business as far as the agent side, right? The consultant side. You started this business. What do you need to ensure? What do you need to develop in order to really maximize, you know, your growth here?
Field trainer, associate.
Come on, Corey Scott. Come on, Tasha Nicole. That's it. Talk nice to me. Exactly. Field trainer, otherwise known as associate trainer. Right. I'm trying to keep up with all the changes. But I did want to discuss that because that is literally the foundation of, you know, this compensation plan, right? We started this business to, you know, to help people and to build generational wealth, you know, for our family. Yes, that does start with our credit scores, which is awesome that we have, you know, the protection plan. And so we should be leveraging that as well. But we should also be building this dynasty, right? Because there are millions of Americans who need what it is that we have to offer, right? So who knows what it takes to, what are the requirements to achieve field trainer or associate trainer? Who knows those requirements and can share them with the group?
I can share. Good morning.
Good, happy grand rising.
Customers.
AM. So you definitely need 1,600 in volume, at least 2 personally sponsored agents to get on up there, get that first $60 bump.
Absolutely, get that first $60 bump. So when we get started, right, we should be striving for 5. And so that's the whole theme of the strive for 5, soar for 6, as some say. Whatever you got to do, however you want to think about it to get it done, do that. And so within that 5, right, it makes sense. I tell everyone who, when you get started, the goal is to get your 5 people. Why is it important to get 5 people? Who can tell me that? This is we talking today. Who can tell me?
So you don't have to pay a monthly bill.
That part. None of us on this call as consultants or as affiliates of this amazing company should have any overhead, period. Even if it's just $89. We should not, right? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be transparent. When Keisha called me, I reached out to her a couple for agent and for the customer for the services. But when she called, she talked about the services. She got me started for $89. Okay, but she said, you know what, Nate? I know you want to get this repo removed. I know you have these goals, and you want to own the home, and you want to do this, and you want to do that. What if I could show you a way to get that for free, and you make some money on the side in addition to what you're currently doing? What would you say? I said, tell me more, and I'm sitting here before you today on this call, because you have to really know what you have, right? And you have to really go out here and share, right? So I did want to, I know people are asking, like, well, what's the actual strategy, right? So we need leads. I mean, I'm sure you have a list. And if you've created your list of your, the warm contacts that you have, hopefully you've connected all of them with your mentor, SD and above, to, share the information and, have those quality exposures, right? Because the more you expose, yes, the more you close. But I mean, if they're subpar exposures, or if they're not, deliver, we're talking about confidence, right? We're talking about posture. And if you're brand new, you're not going to know everything. Straight up, you're not. And so you have to focus on those quality exposures. That's fine. But when that runs out, we need to, branch out either, and begin talking to people face to face, going into businesses, car dealerships. I've done that, going into, real estate offices. That's one of my goals this week to, get another home buying seminar. I had one of those, and Keisha flew down from Atlanta, Georgia to come and support me there too. But I do want to, do more of those. So just thinking about, how to create those leads. One way I wanted to share with you today was an idea, just to add to what we're currently doing. Hold on, let me airdrop it to my computer. So while that's airdropping, I know I spoke about, car salesmen and going into car dealerships. I did that. And so what that looked like, because I was like, because of course, you're nervous. I wasn't afraid now, but of course you're nervous. You're like, okay, well, we're doing it, right? We're really doing this. And so how I did it was I, was just kind of like walking around the lot, shopping around, like as if I was, shopping for a car. And of course, a salesman came up to me. And so I started the conversation. He's like, hey, can I help you with anything? I'm like, yeah, I'm just really looking around, but can I ask you a question? On average, how many people do you say you turn away, that come to you looking to drive off the lot? How many people do you turn away walking because you can't get them qualified because of their credit? And he was like, well, it's a lot of people, but I'm really not even the person that you should be talking to about that. It's somebody else. So he got me in the hands of the actual individual who I needed to talk to. That individual saw value in what our company had to offer, and that individual got started as a consultant in efforts of getting more cars off the lot. He also needed the services as well. Always lead with the services. He also needed the service, right? But it made sense for him because why? He needs credit-worthy, buyers in order to, sustain a good living. That's what drives his business. So it's really simple, right? Just really having that conversation. And like I said, it wasn't salesy. Of course, I had, some results with me. I had some results. At the time, it was a binder. Where's my binder? Is it right? Where's my, I would show it, dag, it's not right here. But I had a binder, but if you have, a device, iPad, whatever, just pull up results and show them, what it is that you're doing, right? Because it's not like, people talk all day, especially in where I'm located. People talk all day, do a lot of talking. It looks good, it sounds good, but can you show me? I live in Missouri. This is the show me state. Hello. Can you show me what it is that, that your company is doing for people? Show them repos coming off. My repo came off. If you all don't know my story, got started, repo came off in 39 days. My score increased 75 points. And so that blew me away. I mean, that's why I guess I'm so passionate about, what we have to offer, but, just sharing that information. And so if you don't have that same story, share with me, what it is, or share my story with them. Take your cards, take some donuts, huh? That's a way if you want to walk in the office and don't want to do it like I did, and because I've done this too. It's different. There's several different ways to skin a cat. Hello. So when I first was getting into it, I was, like I said, a little nervous. So I was just kind of being a little inconspicuous about it. After which I'm bringing donuts. Like, hey, good morning, you all. I'm here, handing out business cards, letting people know what it is that I'm doing. Just wanted to share that love. Like Penelope was passing out roses, just sharing love. Right. And so, you bringing these donuts, that's going to let their guard down, and they'll be a little bit more receptive to what it is that you have to, what you have to say, because they're drinking their coffee and, eating good donuts. Right. And so they're calm, collected, and, ready, open, right, to listen. Ask the salesman for their card, right? Get their card, network with people. It's not always about, I don't want you to think that you're going to go in here and just, do a whole presentation, walking in, right? I didn't, the salesman didn't get started that same day that I walked in, but it was building that relationship, right? So a week later, he's ready to get started. It's dripping, building that relationship, bringing those donuts, being nice, having that confidence, showing your results, exchanging information, networking. That's what that's called. This is network marketing, right? So you have to build a network to market to, right? So, get excited about that. I mean, does that make sense? I know that was kind of like a lot, like, blah, 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 blah. But did that make sense? Any questions, concerns, anybody want
Yes,
to
that
add?
makes sense a lot, because I feel like that's where I am right now. Like, me coming from Primerica and doing this is like, it's similar, but it's like really different. So it's like I have to create me a network now, because before I started this, I literally cut off everybody in my life that I knew, because circumstances just wasn't what it needed to be, and I figured that the people that I was associating myself with, wasn't good candidates. So I literally deleted my call log, deleted everybody, changed my phone number, switched everything around. And it's like, now I have to find the people. Now I have to find my network to market to.
Exactly. And so
and you can go back to social media. I'm sorry, Nate.
No,
you can
ahead.
go back to social media and you'll probably find a lot of those people whose number you cut off. And people understand that people go through stuff, honestly. I don't know why I got a bridge in the background, but I mean, people understand what you were going through. So it's okay that you did that. That was something that was going on at that time in your life. Like, nobody can't take that away from you. But I promise, if you go back to social media, you go back, you put your name in, your area where you are, it'll start pulling up a lot of those people that you knew before, right? Obviously, if there's one you don't want to associate, I mean, that's totally up to you, but people will start seeing you. They may ask you where you've been. That is a perfect conversation to let them know. Even if you make a post, like, man, some people just want to hear what happened. Like, if you don't have to be in detail, but a post about, that there was times where, you felt like you needed time for yourself. You took that time, you're back, you hope the people that care about you are there to support you, and you're healthier mentally than ever before. And I just want to say, to women or people, whoever you want to target, you can make that story kind of to them and say, hey, I've been through that. I know where you are. I had to take that time, and now I've regrouped. I'm mentally healthy now, whatever it is. Sometimes people just want to hear that and say, look, and I have something to share with the world. And I want to start with you. I have something that can really help a lot of people, change a lot of people's lives. And for me, it helped me get out of a toxic situation, right? And I was able to move out because of the income I was making from this company, and because my credit went up. And I was able to use my credit to fix up a house and get out of there and have a more healthier mind frame. And those are just the stories you need to tell people. You can't be scared, because there's people out there who you need to connect with, and you need to relate to people, because no relation, no sales, no business growing at the end of the day If
It's
we
not
not real
nice.
and transparent, if we not real and transparent, forget it. People see fake. People see desperation just because you want to sell. You want to make $100. Let me go sign up this person. Like they want to feel some connection with you. What's the connection that you went through what they went through? That you in the same situation and you got out of it, and now here you are as an entrepreneur. So any ladies, any men, you wanna you need to get out of that. I got something that can really help you with a team of people that can really bring positivity to your life. And that's what you do.
Thank you.
And then go find
I
those,
needed
yeah, no
it.
problem. And go find those car salesmen this week. Find the car salesman, just look for them in your area, go to Facebook and just send them some results. Send them some deleted school loans, send them deleted repos, send them some Santander. If you're in Missouri where Nate is, he have a Missouri, I don't know, what is it? Some whatever lending company you use for your car. And they know these things. Send them something. We got Wells Fargo deleted. We like all kind of stuff. Just shoot it to them. Be like, hey, I know you have people that get denied every single day. I really want to share with you something that can help your clients. But guess what? You could get a referral fee for doing that, right? A referral, because we're not fixing anyone's credit. We're referring them to the company, enrolling them, and you get paid for doing that, right? So ask them if they're interested in a referral fee with a company that can help their clients to get excellent credit. So that's just one way.
Straight up, because I mean, a lot of people, that have, these careers, they're not, trying to be credit repair people, right? And so when you really let them know, like that you're not that, all you're doing is literally referring individuals, right? And receiving a fee, right? To say thank you. The company says thank you. Yes, Mia says thank you as well, Miss Woodbine. Absolutely, that was awesome for everybody. So really, I did want to share just real quick, just a quick social media strategy, something that I did myself. Because the goal this week, we're talking about core rank. So the goal is, congratulations, Corey Scott. Sorry, I'm talking about core rate. Congratulations on your new agent enrollment. I saw that this morning. That is the goal this week, to hit field trainer, right? As you grow in this business, the goal should be to hit field trainer every week. But for the sake of it being the last week of the volume month, let's just focus on this one, right? Let's focus on, acquiring 2 agents and 3 customers this week. Or if you want to structure yourself for sales director or elite, right, where you earn $380 per, agent enrollment, you should maybe, consider finding, partnering up with 3 business partners and 2 customers, right? That gets you what? Your 5, 3 plus 2 is what? 5. But that also gets you your structure, right, for sales director, because unlike field trainer, where you just have to have 2 personally sponsored, business partners, for sales director, you need 3. So if you get your structure in place now, you have between, the whole next month to focus on your volume, right? The volume will come. The structure is the more intricate part. The volume is going to come naturally by you, just exposing and, sharing the information, helping people as far as the services are concerned. But if you don't have that structure in place, it's really, from someone who's been in a position where you've had the volume and not the structure, it's really not a good place. It's not a good place to be, because you're like, what? Like, you're so close, and it's something so small that is holding you back from that $60 raise, that $240, that $380, that you know what I mean? It's something that's so small that's holding you back. So if you knock that out this week, so that way going into this next volume month, your focus is production, volume. You're not even worried about, the structure piece. You're not even, of course, if someone wants to, be a business partner, you're not going to turn them away, but your focus is really just, helping people at this point. You're not stressed about, all those requirements and this and that. You're just really helping people, right? Like I said, the volume will come organically. Just a quick post that I made this morning, I wanted to share. Let me check it. I know a couple people had commented. Let me see if anyone else has, but can you all see this? I need more people to work from home, all online, at home, weekly direct deposit or check, full training provided. Who's interested? Nothing fancy, just is real simple on a, basic background, and look at the engagement, over almost 30 comments, or excuse me, almost 30, reactions, a share, and 106 comments. Let me look at mine. Let me see. Like I said, I'm not gonna tell y'all to do nothing I ain't did. So I did post it early this morning. Why did I post it? What was my strategy behind posting this post early on a Monday morning? What do most people hate about Mondays?
It's time to go to work.
It's time to go to work. So if you post something that's inspirational, so I posted this and I posted something that was inspirational as well. So something to get you going, to help your mood, right? To your morale, get your mind right, and then something to help you, to maybe think, oh well, maybe I don't have to, if I feel so terribly about Mondays, maybe it's not really Monday that I hate. Maybe it's really not Monday that I hate. If I hate Monday so much, maybe it's the actual activity that comes with Monday, right, that I hate. So why not, focus on freedom? Why not, change your mindset, change your thinking? So I made a post to that effect, and I posted this. Let's see. Someone commented 2 minutes ago. They still commenting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people so far, and I just posted it this morning. So I mean, the day is still young. It's 10 a.m. on where I am. You know what I mean? So definitely, I listen. I posted it. Let me turn this background off so y'all can see. I posted it. People are commenting. Now the next step is just to reach out to them, right? Comments, concerns. You know what I mean? So really just get into it. It was something so simple. I just made the post and people are commenting. Didn't tag nobody. Something so simple. So yeah, I wanted to share that. And I did, I know we got a disconnect. So actually I'll save the rest of that for later. But yes, Ms. Woodbine gave you an actual task, to, maybe focus on car salesmen today, right? Let's get out there. I gave you those strategies. That is a market. Real estate agents, remember, like I said, connecting with them, not even about the business initially, but about, partnering with them to share this information with their unqualified buyers, right? They're real estate agents. They make thousands, tens and thousands on per closing, but identify that, in order for them to go to more closings, they need more qualified buyers, right? And so partnering with them to, create an event within your community, PBRs, people are getting outside more. So let's not be afraid to do that, because that's really what makes the difference, right? People need to see you. They can see you, but they need to feel your energy. And that's the way you do that is in person, right? Energy can't be duplicated, but it can be transferred, right? So get excited about that. I know this was kind of, it was a little high level, but I hope, you all got some value today. Who's ready to make their post? I need more people to work from home, all online, at home, weekly direct deposit or check, full training provided. Who's interested? I'm interested. I hate my job. I'm interested. I need some extra money. I'm interested. I need something I can do from my phone. I'm interested. I need something to, I'm looking to build my shopping fund or a vacation stash or my mad money, ladies. Whatever it is, right? Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
All right. Any questions, concerns? I don't want to hold you all too long. I want us to get out here and really, make an impact. I want us to implement, everything that we gain here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Definitely drop in the group chats. If you get value from these calls, I'm excited to see all 17 of you on this morning. That's awesome. Let's keep it going. We'll be back here on Wednesday, same time, same place. Tuesdays, we do have our Billionaire Boot Camp, We have power hours all throughout the day that corporate, has put in place for us. So even if we're not doing anything, corporate has already, so let's be clear, what this is above and beyond. These meetings, these calls, because corporate has already, given everything, that we need to us, right? So, in addition to this, we can plug into what they have already provided and really take this thing to the next level. Any last minute questions, concerns? Masterclass with Tanisha, Penelope, and Nikki Fire, Nikki Shandia Woodbine, right? Awesome call, right? That happens every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Penelope still on? 9 p.m. Eastern. I do believe we'll drop it in the chat, but that gives tons of value. A lot of us, want to be able to answer people's credit questions, right? We want to be able to understand what credit is, because we can agree a lot of what happens with our credit kind of happens in the background. We get the financial piece of it, so we understand how to manage it, and we can, but a lot of the restoration and the laws and things, and kind of understanding how to read your credit report and what different things mean. LexisNexis, the secondary bureaus, we all know about the main bureaus, but definitely plug into those calls. Like I said, I'll drop the schedule in the chat again, so you all have it. Really excited to blow this thing up. Let's hit field trainer, 2 agents, 3 customers, 3 agents, 2 customers, whatever works best for you. Let's get it done. Me, Keisha, Penelope, all the leaders are here. Corey, we're all here to support you. Let me know what you need. I'll see each and every one of you over the top and at the bank. Have a great Monday, y'all. Let's get it.